Alright, here is probably another quick video for desktop. So we're going to go from our tablet version here, and we're going to jump to responsive 1024, which is the smallest breakpoint for desktops, laptops, horizontal iPads, iPad Pros. So that's what we're going to go after. And let's see. Okay, so we got these guys here. I got to remove that. Core styles 1024. What is that? Hamburger menu? So I think I moved that over recently. Dot hamburger. So I'm just going to do dot hamburger. Display none. Okay, got that out of the way. Now we do our side nav A. So these guys. Where do you live? We have to make you, this is black, line 642. Side nav A, we're going to make this white. And, you know, let's go ahead, let's clean this up. So home about, we don't need services. We're going to do menu, testimonials, and contact. So one thing I like to do, I don't know if I mentioned this before, is I like to have a page dedicated to reviews. If your client has a lot of reviews, that is that's free, keyword-rich, organic content. You just make a page with all of that on there, and that's great content for SEO. And as I'm sure you've seen from all the SEO videos, content is king. So the more unique content you have that has your keywords in it, you know, the better. And this content you don't have to write. Other people write it, and it also serves a function on your site. So I always recommend, if you have a lot of testimonials to use, put in a testimonials page, put that content in there, and let it go to work for you. So let's so now we got this taken care of. Let's go to the top. So again, looks like this is off. This is off somewhere. So we're going to go to our 1024, and I'm just going to remove all of this because I think we had it pretty good on the last one. Save. Okay, now we just need to make our hero content 500. 600. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And I think the margin top on our H1 has to go down. Let's do 50. Oops, elements. Yeah, so that's the thing when I do this min width of 100 view height, is it stays the view height. Like when I change the view, that's what it is. But let's see. Let's just leave it as is for now. I think I need a little more space on top. 80, because I know this will stretch out. So let's see. Let's just get this spacing right now. So we got our H1 as a margin bottom of 16. Then our H2 as a margin bottom of 60. And that should look like that. Okay. Now, I think this is where we do our threes. So let's go to our floating menu card. Done floating cards. dot card last of type. So I'm going to do width 33.33%, just like everybody else. They're at 50% right now, so I got to make these width of 33.33%. That's right, and they also have all those styles I got to reset. So let's. All right. Let's take our H3. See how nice it is having all of your breakpoints together? Okay, here we go. H3, justify text align, left, flex start, that fixes you, width, auto, that fixes you, margin left, 0. Oh yeah, that's right. This card, last of type, text align left. Those like text align. And then A is flex start. That pushes that back over. Okay, so now we just reset everything. How far up does it go? Looks like it's about halfway. So floating cards. So I'm going to click this and make it go blinking cursor. I'm going to use my arrow keys. So I'm going to go down so I can go negative. I'm going to push this up to about there. That looks fine. So I want menu.floating cards. I want this. There's that. And you see this little guy's sticking out. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's sticking out normally. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, I'm going to crop it. Well, if I crop it, that means I'll have to move it from where it was on the other screen. So I'm not going to do that. Let's see, what are these heights? So this is like 250 high. This is 258. I think 8 pixels is negligible, that's fine. I think I'm going to take this image. Let's bring it down some more. And then, so that's 336. So let's do menu.dill. That's going to be at the end. Okay, and we're going to scoot this over to the right. I think, let's see. Oops. So if I have my square, 11, 12, if I do it at, if this is 1,000 pixels wide, this is my container. Come on. Okay, if this is my container, if I make, I think if I can make these smaller, make this smaller, I think I can make them side by side. So, margin left of -47. that's there. So what I need to do now is I need to push this content over to the right. And that's going to be done in our specials. And you are my menu content. Margin left is 0. So you see that margin auto with those two orange things on the side? That's what auto does. It pushes it evenly from each side. So when we set margin left to 0, this is going to be 0. It's going to push it over here. And that's how we get space for this. So let me just check the spacing. We have too much space up here. It needs to be 211 pixels from the top. So where am I getting this? Oh, it's because I'm pulling these guys up. So I think what I need to do, so I gotta pull. So right away my menu has to be 0. So that gives us a little bit. Now, okay, I think what I gotta do, I have to undo this transform. Okay, and that puts them at the normal flow. So that means this 84 pixels from the bottom. Okay, so if I do margin bottom of 84 pixels, oh, it looks like it's got a border radius of 5. I think I gotta put the border radius on these guys. Okay. Either way, this is the spacing it's supposed to be. So now what I need to do, did I do it on the hero? Margin bottom. Okay. So on the hero, I need to set the margin bottom to pull this section above it, like a little blankie. So we're gonna go to 1024. I'm gonna do hero, margin bottom. So if this, I think I can get this exact. So this is 124 pixels. So I need to pull it 124 pixels up. And then that should be it. So about negative 124 pixels. And this should pull it exactly where it needs to be. This is spaced exactly where it needs to be from here. And now this, I have to position you how do I position you? Okay, so this 10 is looking at the point, so that's how I gotta do it. So I need to make this go down more to where 10 is at the point. Okay. And then I think I gotta move this over a little too close. So let's go to our dill. Close you. Floating card. Dill. And we're looking at negative 391 now. And negative 2. Okay, so that's that. And now I need to do this section. So this, what is this, container 2. So I need to do menu.container2 display content space between them because I want them to go opposite sides. Okay, and I want this mark. Okay, I think we can get rid of this menu right on this one. Where's it coming from? I think it's the auto. So let's do, okay, let's do menu 2. Because I think it's on the content, right? Yeah, content. So menu, well, I could do container 2. Let's just do container 2 dot, what is that, content? Margin right of 0. Let's push that over some. There we go, that's better. That gives us some more space to work with. Because this is on the edge of its container, right here. Oh, we got another section. Okay, I gotta fix that now. I gotta remove this 10 pixels. So this is 498. There it is. Here we go. Okay. Now, this image, we're going to have to fix that up because that's going to be, say, container 2 image margin left of 0. And that works. Okay. This looks fine. Now I just have to make sure that the spacing is right. So how do I do that? Let's see, that's got a margin up there. So let's find out. Let's pull out our square. So here's the bottom of this container right there. Whoops. There. And then I guess that's the top of that one. So maybe 36 pixels really between the two. So if I take this, which has a margin top on it, it looks like. Or it's the align items. So let's try space between align items, flex start. So flex start on align items will send it to the start, which is the top of its container. That does not work. Let's do margin top 0. Okay. And margin top 0. Okay, so now there's 0. There. Content. Menu container, that's one container. And that's 2 container. There's a gap in the middle of what? That's interesting that there's a gap between them. But if we look here, there should be some more space here. So I want container 2. I'm going to add a padding top of 50. That looks about right. I think this is as close as I'm going to get for spacing, honestly. And then I want this to be a fit. Yeah, actually, I forgot to do the background attachment. So I want to create the parallax effect, and that's going to be background attachment fixed. So now it does that parallax thing. Love that stuff. So let's get down to this. Let's get down to community. Small desktop. And I think we have a container. Yes, we do. text, justify content, space between. Oh, I got a flex direction row. There we go. So I need to actually flip these. So I need to adjust their orders again. So community.content, I want you to be order of 1, and then community.image, was that order 2? Was that image? Yeah. Okay, so now they're flipped and flopped. But they still have, I gotta get rid of this. Okay, so this needs a margin left of 0. And then this needs a margin right of whatever this is, plus a little bit. So let's just say 30 or 0? No, 10. 0. What's going on here? Oh, that's right. I think it's transformed. Image. Oh, image group. Image group. Oops. Okay, there we go. They're pushed aside. So how big is this guy? This is 516 wide. Let's try width of auto. Let's see if that lets it. I have a max width. Okay, max width. So max width none. Okay, so that's how big it wants to be. But I think it's too big for this section. And I don't know how I'm feeling about this, uneven top and bottom. So let's make this 500. 450. That feels a little better. So I need to adjust this. So community.image group before. So I think I know I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna reset the width to auto or whatever, height to auto, and then I'm gonna top of -30 pixels. So I want to go 30 pixels up, 30 pixels away, 30 pixels this way, and 30 pixels this way. So I'm going to top right -30 pixels, bottom -30 pixels, and because I want left to go this way, I want it to go positive 30 pixels. If it was going to be negative, it would go outside again. I don't want that. So I'm going to try that, and then I think it's going to transform on it that I got to get rid of. There we go. And now that should be perfect 30 on all sides. I think I like that. Let's try 60. Just to get a little smaller. 80. I think I can live with that. And I think these are actually set to what they're supposed to be. Except 406. This is 400. So I think it's fine. Not that bad. And then this space looks like it's a little too much. So I think we gotta go to our community. It's that padding top. 0. Yeah, let's bring these guys. Just to bring these guys a little closer. So that's that. That's that. And now we're gonna go to here. So I think. So now we're gonna let's deal with this now. And that's gonna be views top, and we're going to flex this. So we're going to do display flex direction row, justify content space between, again, because I want them to go to their respective sides. And then I need to set this reviews H2, margin left 0, and text align left. And this, do you have anything on you? Margin bottom, H2, 0. Okay, there we go. So now these should be even. Okay, they push to their sides. And I just want to make sure, so from top here is 101, that's cool because that's already 100, so that's fine. And now we got 56 on the bottom. That's 50, so top needs that margin bottom, 56. And now we got to do this container that has, let's see, that's the top container, review, okay, yeah. So reviews. So again, we're going to turn this into a flex box. We're going to do display flex, justify content, space between. And there we go. It's gotta love Flexbox, right? But looks like it's also doing it. What's happening here? There we go. I had to set this width to 100% because I think it's getting caught in this container class. So this container, and then this container. Let's make this container 2. Let's try this. Oh man, it didn't really make any difference, but. And then we got our reviews. We got to get rid of this margin bottom because we don't need it. Okay. Now, these are little, they don't have any space between them. So, let's see. Flex gap. So the flex gap is used to create space between your flex items. And I just wanted to check to see what its availability is. Looks like everyone is pretty good. We're covered on 86% of all users, so Opera. Obviously IE. I'm surprised Chrome's got, I'm surprised Safari's got it. So let's try that. Flex, not grow. Flex gap. And how it works? What is it? Gap 12. Is that what that is? There it is. Okay, yeah. Let's make that smaller. What is this width? 298. Let's try a min or a width of like 270. 290. $300. what's the width on them in here? So 360. I think 340. Okay, so I want them to be even. It looks like they weren't even. Some of these are smaller than the others. So I think that's a good 340 for now. When we get to 1300, that's where we can make them their actual. And then our padding bottom is going to be 127. So reviews, padding bottom 127. So that's going to match the proof. This should match pretty closely. And now we got this, which honestly I kind of like that. I don't know. Do we need this? It's like it's all the way over there. What? Oh, I think I want to keep you here. I think I like this. I think I like it like this. I'm going to leave that. And now we got this pretty darn close to what it needs to be. Except, let's see. So with, let's say 100. I think that's the problem here. So we're going to go to our styles, footer. So what are you? FT sub and the first child, perfect. Hello. Okay. So I'm going to make you a width of 100. And then you are, let's say 260. So I'm going to push these guys over. So if I do, let's see, is this the container? Footer container. Justify content flex end. So that'll push everybody over here. What's with this gap? Oh, that's because the right section is with 50%. Okay, so now they're all pushed. Oh, that's right, smaller. So this has to be, can I just make it auto? Yeah, auto, okay. Beautiful, so let's try to get, okay, so left section. Let's do footer.left section, and let's see. So I got these over here now, and I want left section to be over here, so let me try justify self. Let me see if that works. Flex start. That doesn't work. Let's see. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I just gotta do start. Or not. Why are none of these working? It's not working for some reason. Let's try float left. Okay, not even that. that's working. Left section, left section. How do I get you over here? Okay, that worked. I guess I can remove this. So yeah, I just set the margin to auto, which see automatically pushes against this, and then margin left to 0, and that pushed that over there. So that was another thing I wanted to try to see if that worked within a Flex container, and it does. So I just set the margin to auto on the right and left, and then I reset left to be 0, so it goes here. Now I need to push this. So you are 86 pixels away. So I have to type 1, I need to do margin right, 86 pixels. Okay, now those are going to be right, and this needs to be 360. The P's, okay, here we go. Get rid of this. I think footer P goes here. Width 100%. Oh, that's container. Oh, max width. That's what I have to change. Max width. That's not good. 360. There you go. So now that looks pretty much what this is here, except I gotta make this credit. For a credit, the bottom, text align left. Put that to the left, and let's make sure we got our appropriate spacing. So 80. Where is it getting its spacing from? Okay, so the span credit is 50. Margin bottom of 50. So that's 100. So I need to make this margin top 30. I should bring it closer because 50 plus 30 is 80. So that's why I did that. That just seemed like the easiest way to make that happen. And on the bottom, we need 76 pixels padding bottom. Right now we have 50. So on footer, padding bottom is going to be 76 pixels. Was it 76? I got terrible short-term memory. 76. And that'll do it. So now this footer is appropriate, I think. Unless, hold on, 114 on top. So that should be that. Now that should be pretty much perfect. So that's going to be our small desktop. And how big is our container? Looks like, where are you at? Where's it good? This guy, 1187. Let's make that a cool 1200. So our next, let's see, let's go to course styles. Let's check our container class. Is it on here? Max width 1200. So that means all of our containers that we have, they're going to max out at 1200 wide. So when I go to 1300 pixels, see how this guy, it stops. And I want to take off the padding left and right because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so that's 1200. That's 1200, so they're on their size. So now I get to make this the regular size. I think everything else is fine. What's the padding on these guys? These puppies, I think it's 30. 36 and 30, that's right. I gotta do, I think I'll do that now. It should be 36, so we'll do that for this. There we go. That's where we got our padding set. So here, padding, it's got to be 36 pixels all around. Right now it's 36 top and bottom and 30 left and right. So we're going to fix that. And that is close. That's better now. That's what it should be. So now we got to make this image group. Image group. So let's go down to community. And max width. Auto? No. You can't have auto. Max width 150. What should this be? Max width 516. Yeah, bud? Is it you need to go to sleep now? You need me? Alright, little guy's coming down the stairs now. Midnight, like clockwork, he always comes down to get me to sleep with him, so I'm gonna go enjoy that while he's young and it's cute. I'm gonna go put this thing to bed, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll have another awkward cut, as is tradition on this channel. It's a miracle if I ever get more than an hour without being interrupted. So, all right, I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Now I'm back. Little guy is down. So we got, I feel like this has to be wider, 406. I think this needs to be bigger, I think. So let's do this. The before. Let's do top. Let's do negative 45. It's 516. Okay, this is 516. It just feels like there's a lot more room. Honestly. 36. 1200, right? Where's that? There it is. Almost. So I think this has to come over some more. There you go. So this is on the edge of the container. I guess that's what's. Oh no! You know what? I forgot the who we are. This little span man. Darn it! How much of a pain is that going to be to add? There's that. So let's start down here. Where's my H2? H2, so it's going to go right above the H2. Who? So you are this color. Font size is 20. And that's it. So I'm going to make this dash out of a pseudo element. So I'm going to use my pseudo code to my starter. So let's do community.who before this colored. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 pixels wide. 1 pixel tall. I'm actually going to make this relative and display inline block. And I'm actually going to make this display flex line items center. And then justify content flex start. And I want this to be a margin right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pixels. So let's see if all of that did it. There it is. This is not so bad, right? And a margin bottom of 16. That should do that. Now let's see what that looks like for our mobile. Cool, yeah, it works. Okay, so we just threw that in there. And I think that's it for that. That's it for that. That's it for... Let's just see what this looks like. I'm gonna break that into the... I'm gonna make that look like what it's supposed to look like. So CTA. I got my container. And we're gonna flex it. Justify content space between. So we got that. And now I need to, obviously I think it's because this has a margin on it. So I'm going to do that button solid, margin right at 0. Cool. And content. Just a line left. And it looks like this H2. So underneath content, because H2 is inside content. Margin left, 0. And that's good. Padding top 73 and 80. Like that being uneven, so padding, I'm just going to split the difference. Let's do 75 pixels and 0. I gotta do my P. Margin bottom on 0, because I gotta get rid of that spacing. That's a little more even. That's good. Now we gotta fix these. These had to be better. Reviews. So they need to be 360 wide. So number 1, I make you guys 360 wide. Did that work? Yep. And now I need to do this container to gap 0, right? Oh, did I have it on there before? Yeah, it was 7 pixels. And now looks like it's got margins on them. There we go. Still doesn't look right. There's that 1140. Oh, this is 1140. I don't like that. Looks like they made a mistake when making this. Let's make these a little bigger. Is there a max width on here that's preventing me? Max width 360, okay. Let's do width 100%. Max width 380. Okay, that looks fine. I will accept that because I don't like having different size containers when it's like is it 1187 and then this is 1140. It doesn't sit well with me, especially with this. I want everything to be on the line, and that's what I'm gonna maintain. So I'm gonna keep that going. Now, I think that's it. This 13. I gotta move this down. So so this should actually be 210 from the top. This is padding top. At least this is 100 plus 80, so that's 180. So if this is 100 padding top, and I need it to be 210, so it should be a margin top of 110 instead of 80. Yeah, we don't need this. So that's what it should be. And let's do a max height of 926 on hero. Okay, so that's that. Now we're done with desktop. So yeah, another easy video. This is actually a pretty easy site to put together. But still pretty good to learn from. Let's see what this looks like full screen. Oh boy, reset. So my screen right now is like 1800 pixels. So this is what we look like right now. Image gets a little, it's not as high quality. I have to ask him where he got this image, maybe get a more high quality version. So this is what we got. And you know what? It's such a lightweight site and so simple. Let's add some animations. Yeah, I gotta fix that hover color. That's not a good color. So let's do that. Inspect. First, let's fix that hover color. Jesus, yellow. Close. Small. Where's my button solid? Button solid hover. Okay, so what color do I want it to be? Let's just make it white. Oh, a white background. No, because then that's what these are going to turn into. So let's make it a darker version. So whenever you need to make like a shade of the color, one of the cool things you can do is start at the color and then just go diagonal in like a 45-degree angle to go darker. And this should be, you know, relatively close. So let's take that. I want this color. So theoretically, that should be good. That should work. So when I hover over this, yeah, it's just a little darker version. See? That's what I want. All right. So let's add some animations. So one way we do this, I like to use animate on scroll. So yeah, you just add these little things in there, and it just does it. So let's scroll down. Where's the thing at? So I get this. So I take this and put it into my header. And then I take this and put it with my JavaScript. And I need this to initialize it. And then we're ready to go. So let's see, where's the GitHub for this? Oh, there's a GitHub. Okay, and is this it? No. I gotta like a here we go. Let's see. I want all of the options you have. Where are they at? Here we go. Okay, here's all the options. So on each item, we need to do a data AOS, and then what the name is. So I want to do the H1s. So we're gonna knock this down because this is all going to happen in the HTML. On the H1, we're going to add our data AOS, fade in. I want to fade in from the bottom. So fade up. So we're going to do fade up. And then the same thing for the H2 and the A tag. And now I want to do data AOS. Where's my delay? Here it is, data AOS delay. So I want to delay these. So we're going to put another one over here. So this one, I want it to be so this is 100. This is 0.1 seconds. So let's do 0.1 second and 0.2 second. Now let's see if this works. There we go. Gosh darn, that's too fast. So I want to set it, and that's what this does. Where is it at? Did I scroll past it? Here we go. All of my settings. So in this AOS init, that's what this is. So we're going to do parentheses or curly brackets, and I want to do duration. I want the duration for all of them to be 600 milliseconds. Let's see if that works. That slows it down. Let's try 16. See that? That's how, okay, all of them slows down that much. That feels better. So all of my animation, this is for all of them. All of my animations are going to have a duration of 1 second. I like that. That feels good. And then this one, I don't think we need to animate anything on it. It's all right. Yeah, you know, let's do it. Let's just see what it looks like, honestly. So card, we're gonna do fade up, another fade up. Okay, so card, I'm gonna put it on this one and on this one. And then I want my data AOS delay. I want this to delay by 150. And then this to delay by 300. You always want it to be to delay in the same interval, 150, 300, and that would be 450, 600, etc. Just like that, okay. I can get behind that. Now, well, let's see. Yeah, I want them to all animate at the same time. Okay, so now when we get down here, how do I want to animate them? Because you don't want to overdo it. That's the thing about these animations. They're supposed to be subtle. Let's see. I mean, I could just do the standard up, you know, fading up. So if I get rid of these cards, so I can see what the heck I'm looking at here. Let's just try it. Let's see what it looks like when we add it to here. To our specials, and then to scrambled eggs, into this. And then let's see what the delay does if I only add it to scrambled eggs and P. Let's try 150. Okay, so I'm going to do that again for the next one. But this delay, since this is 150, I'm going to make this 300. Because I want these, I want the text and the heading to fade in at the same time. So I'm giving them the same delay. So like that. So if I start at the top, so when I scroll, that's when those animations are going to run. So when I come down this way, it's going to be like that. That's pretty sharp. Let's do it nice and slow. Okay. I'm going to do that. I like it. I like it a lot. And we're going to do it on these. So if this, let's see, so here, I want this one to delay as well. And put that here. Okay, and then I'm going to make these 300. Okay, let's try that. Oh, and the menu. Let's make you 450. Oh, that's the thing. Oh, okay, so if we scroll up, they undo. I don't think I want that. I want once. Let's go down here. Once is going to be true. So I only want the animation to happen once, and that's what that's going to do. So we hit the animation, goes through, and when I scroll up, it doesn't do it again. So let's go back to our menu. Actually, just don't put a delay on these. And these are going to be 150. The image, I want this to fade in. Where's my list? Fade from the left. So this image is going to get DOA-OS, fade left. So I want it to come in from the left. Oh, it's fading to the left, so I want it to fade to the right then. Just like that. Here's that. That slides out. Let's whiten this out. Let's whiten this out. Okay. I need a delay. I want a delay. 200. Just like that. Okay. And now we're going to look at these guys in community. So I'm going to stick with my fade up. It's consistent and it's not too messy. So do fade up, fade up, fade up, and a fade up. And then my delays, delay, delay, delay. So this is going to be 150, 300, 450. Maybe that's too much. Let's do 100, 200, 300. And that's what I gotta do for these. 100, 100, 200, 200. I just want to do increments of 100 now instead for these guys. That feels better. And now I gotta do a fade left on that community image group. So we're gonna fade. I want it to fade to the left. Oh, that's right. Because I put a transform on this. I can't use, because these animate on scrolls use transforms. So what I gotta do, this image group, I gotta undo the transform on it. And that's gonna be at, okay, so community image group. Instead of doing a transform, let's do a margin right of 13 pixels. Now let's see. See, now it works. Okay. And let's tone things down a little bit, and let's just animate the cards. So fade up. We're going to do it on review. Review. And let's grab a delay. And on review 2, 100. So there's that. Nice and easy. So let's take a stroll. I think I want to add a delay on everybody. So this. So I want everybody to be delayed at least this much. So delay at least by 100 milliseconds. That's the least amount of delay everyone will have. So these are going off at the same time. This is review 1. Fade up, fade up. Oh, because I had that delay. Now this is on a delay of 100. Maybe I shouldn't add that. Because then there we go, now that works. And let's do our CTA. There's that. And then these, footer. So I want the P and the A. And I want a delay on the A. And then these guys. So what we could do, we can animate individually, which kind of looks neat sometimes. But again, we're trying to be minimal, let's see what that looks like. So let's make these guys animate going to the right. So we are fade. So let's make this fade to the right. That didn't work. Weird. I don't know why that didn't work. But they still got their fades on it. Let's try this. Let's put it on the LI. I want them to fade up. Let's just see what it looks like on 1 before we do them all. Let's add our delays. 200. I think it's cool. Okay. And then delay. So there we go. Now we got our website. Because I mean, it's so simple. I feel like I needed to dress it up a little bit, and just adding some fades, it kind of adds like a, I don't know, like a higher class feel, or it feels more unique and special. So I think I'm okay. I think I like that. So these come up, and as we explore, the menu comes into play. Looks like these are I'm not picking these up. Let's do a delay. Let's say 200, 300, 400. I come up. Yeah, this looks fancy. There we go. Now we got them. You know what? Let's put that delay on there again. I think that's what I'm missing. I think that's the problem. Oh, wrong project. And the minimum will be 100. So that means 2 and 3. Okay, so these should be fine. 200. Should be fine. One, two, three. That should be fine. Okay, I think we're all right now. Except, let's go down here. I think 1 and 2. Okay, here we go. This needs to be 2. This needs to be 2, 3. That means this has 1 on it. That means this has to be 2. Alright, that should be it. Just making sure everybody is kind of appearing as they should. Yeah, that's our website. Cool. So yeah, we just added another little, just a little extra, little pizzazz. Take it up a notch. So yeah, that's animations for you. It's with the Animate on Scroll library from Mikhail Snick, GitHub. I love using this library when I need to. But yeah, there we go. Because it's such a simple site, it feels like I needed a little extra, so I added the animations, and I think it really helps tie everything together. So here we go. That's the home page, and I'm gonna add dark mode to this thing. Yeah, it's gonna be really easy to do, but you know what? It's I think this will probably be the only restaurant in Indiana with a dark mode. So I'm gonna do it just so that they can have that. And I'm gonna change this button. I want to turn it into a like a moon and a sun. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's it for this video. So we've made it all the way. It's just, pretty easy stuff right here. This is This is probably as easy as they come. This is at the most basic of websites that you're going to make. I don't like this spacing. This is off. What are you supposed to be? Okay, I need that span to have 8 pixels on it. So, reviews, rating, star, span. Alright, let's see. So that's already there. But for some reason, when it goes to big, it's not there. So let's bring this up. Let's go to reviews. Let's go to this one, and I want to hit the reviews, rating. This is top, so it's going to go right here. There you go. That feels better. Got some more space there. And I want to make this parallax. So 64. Okay, 64 reviews. We're going to do that background. Attachment fixed. There we go. See that? I like that better. That's a better look. When you scroll down, having that parallax effect. Beautiful. Okay. And that would go to their Google page. We got to add hover styles to this. So that's going to be in the floating. Sorry, just doing a little final QA checks here. That card A, hover, text decoration, underline. That's better. Yeah, we're gonna stay with that. Everything needs to have their hover state. Hover. That has a finger, so that's good. Hover. So these guys, and then this. So you know what? Let's do something special on this one. I'm gonna do something here for you guys. We're going to do a unique animation where instead of it just being underlined, we're going to add a line that grows. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So I only want to do it for a desktop because that's really only where hovering is going to be seen. So let's go to just when you thought this video was over. Small desktop. So what I need to do first is I need to create them as pseudo elements. To the list items. So what I want to do is I want to grab footer li, let's see, credit, right section, foot sub. Okay, so so the li's are inside the sub, so it's going to go here. I need to create a pseudo element first. So let me grab my pseudo element code. And I'll make this white or whatever this color is. And then it's going to be height of 1 pixel, width of 100%, which by the way we also have to set this as position relative because we are having an absolutely positioned element on it. And then I want it to be bottom of the 0, so I want it to be on the very bottom. And that's it. Okay, so you can see them now. But I only want, so these two have to be shorter. Unless I do width of auto. No. So I need li. I just need to adjust them. So li, nth of type 1. And let's copy this. nth of type 2. So I want this width to be, how big is this? So this is 100. Let's do 55. Okay, that's also touching those. So I need it to be footer, that sub nth of type 1. So it's only going to target these. So yeah, I want the sub. So this is sub 1, this is sub 2, right? So I just want the first, the nth of type. I want the first one, and I want to grab the first li and the second li and make them width 55. So those look fine. And now what we do, so we set it, you build it out as if it is already done. So it's already there. Now what we do, let me zoom this in a little bit. Now what we do is we get rid of its width. So it'll be at 0%. And then I want its transition. Come on, stop it. To be 0.3 seconds ease. So now when I do li hover, I want the before element to be a width of 100%. And I want that to transition 0.3 seconds ease. So now that should work, unless I screwed something up. There you go, see? Now it moved. It's a line that moves with it. And it's just an extra fancy hover effect. So that's just me getting a little frisky. I like that. That feels good. Because otherwise, you know, this is the typical underline, 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 right? I want to do a little something special down here. Because it's such a simple site, so I'm like, okay, where can I add something unique? And this is one of them, just doing these little grows. So when you do these little animations, you know, you build it what it's supposed to look like first, and then you take away something that makes it disappear or makes it its starting point. And on the hover is where you fix it and you add whatever it is that you took away. And that's how that works. Excuse me, I got a little heartburn here. I don't know if you heard that burp. I'm trying to be as polite as possible. So that's that. And I think with that, I think we're done with desktop. I think that's as much glitz and glam as we can add to a site like this. So there we go. I love it. All right, I'm digging it. So that's the end of desktop. And now the next one is going to be dark mode. And that's where we're going to go over changing this guy and making it look better. And then doing dark mode for everybody. It should be pretty easy. Another quick video. But thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed.